Hey everybody, Deb Armstrong here for another Skis and Coffee. So for this episode, we're going to focus on lower leg activity for edging movements. There is so much that happens deep down in our boots that's invisible. You wouldn't even know what's going on. So I'm going to go over that. I'm going to show you what's happening with the ankle. I'm going to show you what's happening with the feet. Of course, for rotary as well, there's a lot that happens with the feet. I am focusing on the tipping movements for edging. So here we go. Enjoy. Out of my pelvis, out of the hip joint, I'm going to turn my knees. Okay. Now don't sink. We're isolating here. Okay. We are isolating the hip joint from our lower body. Okay. And it's out of our lower body that we're going to turn our knees. Okay. We're going to roll our feet. Okay. All of our edging movements, go back to neutral. All of our edging movements are coming out of the lower leg. Because of this pelvis and our hip joint, we are able to isolate our femurs, our knees roll into the hill, and you're rolling your ankles. Awesome, awesome, awesome. The inside arch is flashing up the hill. The outside arch is squishing into the hill. You got pinky toe, you got big toe, you've got good ankle flexion. All of this is happening in your boots. Edging movements come out of the lower body. And then this would be the outside leg. The majority of the weight and pressure comes to that outside foot, right? The ankles are really, really important. And you do need to have some ankle flexion, all right? You do need to have some contact with your shins, with the front of those boots. And there's tension in here. There's tension in here that you have focus. You have a focus of attention in trying to create some ankle flexion. That's important. Okay. Talked about these tipping movements, right? Yeah. Just out of the lower body. Okay, that movement there only gets you so far. Okay, when you're on a catwalk, you're on a flat catwalk. Okay, and you are discovering that you have a shaped ski underfoot, and when you tip it and roll it on edge, discover what that ski is going to do for you. This is a very subtle movement, but a really important skill. But that's not all that skiing is. Right. And we're not strong enough nor skilled enough to make that move down a steep, icy pitch. And plus, we're going to have to do more things with higher edge angle. Or we're going to bring in some more rotary and blend these other skills in, right? But if you want higher edge angle, then this inside leg is going to become shorter. That comes later when we get to become Michaela Schifrin and all that kind of stuff, okay?
But wait, shorter you mean like maybe I'm out here and then I'm more...
Shorter meaning the inside leg becomes more flexed than the outside leg that is longer and extended so that our legs are way out there. You don't have to get wider in your stance. You don't have to. So Cheryl, this is going to be way in the weeds, okay? You can have, your stance can be wide like this. That's a lot of width between my 2 feet, isn't it? Short. This is short leg, long leg. The inside leg is floated up. Okay, that's real important for establishing really high edge angle. But the tipping movements, the carving movements, originate out of the feet and the lower leg. And then, if we want greater edge angle, that inside leg becomes shorter. When our legs work together, we have independent but complementary movements. We're not going to have one leg, bang, turn, and the other doesn't. Right. You don't want to twist the foot. You got to tip the foot. So you're getting more range of motion with that femur when you twist your foot. Look, you're getting a ton of range of motion of that femur, but it's not accurate all the way down. You've got to roll you only get so much when you keep your foot in line and the ankle is tipping. You know, it's not about how far can we get that femur rolled over, because then my foot
Right.
gets out of alignment and my foot twists.
Uh-huh.
So you need to blend the tipping of that femur with the rolling of that foot. That's just the inside leg. But it all works with what's happening with the outside leg too. And I love this. You're maintaining tension in your shins. Your toes are even coming up a little bit, which is what you need to do to keep that tension. You've got good ankle flexion. This arch is squished into the ground. This arch is flashing up. Okay, gang, so I hope when you go out on the hill, you're able to remember that we're isolating out the lower body for our tipping movements. I know you've got a stiff boot on your feet. We have to have the intention. We have to have the awareness of really active ankles that we showed you in this Skis and Coffee video. Enjoy.